Welcome back, and today we are back with OnePlus, and this is the Buds 3, and this is OnePlus's brand new pair of true wireless earbuds coming in after the highly popular and excellent OnePlus Buds Pro 2. We're going to check these out and see what they can offer at this new sub 100 price bracket. As always, please do hit that like button if you enjoy the video today, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. So let's get into it. As you can see, these have come in the splendid blue colour, and this is not the successor as such to the OnePlus Buds Pro 2. Like I said, this is a new ultra affordable version of this product. We're going to see what comes inside the box. We're going to check out the earbuds and see how they perform. I got these on the OnePlus early bird offer, £80 in the UK, so unbelievable value for what you're getting. And we're going to see whether these could be the best option under $100 in 2024. So let's get into it. So we've got the usual packaging, not very much information at all on the box itself. We do get a USB-C charging case. It's really small, unfortunately, but it is what it is. No wireless charging, and we do get 3 sets of interchangeable ear tips and the earbuds themselves. So look at that colorway, such a good color. I mean, I'm a sucker for anything blue, but my word, look at that. So we are seeing a very similar design here to the OnePlus Buds Pro 2. The stems there are slightly wider, and also the charging case is just slightly deeper as well, but all in all, a very similar feel. The charging case is nice and light. The buds themselves, appearance-wise, they've now gone for the metallic on the main bit of the earbud and then the matte blue on the inside. You'll see there that we have now got a little section there, so that's the touch controls, including swipe for volume, which is fantastic to see. But all in all, I really like the design of these. They're very comfortable. I have got the spin fits installed. These are the CP360s, and comfort wise it's fantastic. We have got auto pause as well on board. Touch controls, so that is one of the major changes from the Pro version. We have now got touch instead of hold and squeeze. But in terms of specifications, OnePlus have kept the dual driver setup inside of these. So we do have dual dynamic drivers with bass wave enhancement. We do have high res audio wireless, so LHDC codec is on board again. Touch control for volume, up to 49 decibels of active noise cancellation. We've got low latency. We've got an IP55 water and dust resistance, and we've still got that personalized audio experience with Audio ID 2.0. We have also got up to 44 hours on the playtime, which is really impressive. And of course, we have got the Hey Melody app, which will give you all your customization settings, and we're going to have a look at that in just a minute. We have also got 3D audio, which is really good to see at this price point. So let's just switch over to the app, and you can already see really that for the price point we are getting a seriously good value package here. And you know, when I talk about the performance, you will see what OnePlus have managed to do here is highly impressive into 2024, when we know we've got so many options on the market. And obviously you've got to stand out, you've got to bring something, you've got to offer a level of value that makes you stand out against the competition, and they're certainly doing that. So let's have a look here. So we have got the usual Hey Melody app. Like I said, familiar layout if you're familiar with the Pro 2. Obviously we've got the ANC and transparency toggle there. You have got a option here around smart ANC, which I would recommend because that's going to optimize and adapt the ANC for your current environment. We have, as you can see, got the Soundmaster EQ. So I would recommend you would go through the Golden Sound hearing test, and that's going to give you a personalized sound based on your own hearing, and then you can go in and tweak based on the EQ. So you've got your balance set in there, Serenade, bass and bold. The bass wave, I've got it on 1, so +1, and I've also got a bit of an EQ applied. So that's on the top of your Sound ID settings. So really impressive level of customization overall there in the app. We've got the 3D audio, like I said, so it's a bit like spatial audio. Game mode on board as well. Dual Connect is available. You've got your fit test there, which is really important to check you've got that really good seal. You've got Find My Earbuds if you ever lose them, and you've got your firmware updates. When it comes to the controls, you've got full customization there. So I've got everything, volume control on the slide, on the left and right, and all your other settings are there. So that's a really good improvement, I think, probably based on customer feedback, that, you know, volume control is seen to be an absolute essential these days. And I think, you know, it's great to see when companies do listen, and I think that's what's happened in this case. So let's talk about some of the performance. So number one, we've got the transparency mode. So I would say that whilst it's a very good implementation here, it's not quite as strong as the Buds Pro 2. Just not quite as clear, not quite as loud volume wise, but still overall really, you know, satisfactory. When it comes to the transparency, it's what I'd expect at this price bracket. However, when it comes to the ANC, in fact, I do feel like they've improved the implementation here. You are getting a stronger ANC here than you did get on the Pro 2. I always felt the Pro 2 were a little bit lacking when it came to the ANC, but I do feel like they've improved that to a good level, which, you know, to say these are a lower budget kind of option, it's just fantastic that they've managed to do that. The technology on board is more advanced than the Pro 2 as far as I can see. Fantastic stuff there. Moving across, the controls obviously are great. I've already talked about those, and I think, you know, to get the volume on, it just makes it feel like a complete product. It was the one thing that was lacking really in the previous model. And then we come to sound quality. So I have gone through the test, the hearing test, which I really recommend you do. It doesn't take long. It's 5 minutes of your time, and then the results that you're going to get, you know, are just really night and day in terms of improving that out of the box sound signature. The out of the box is fine, but, you know, you can really take it up a notch. And you know, it's pretty much what we've come to expect from OnePlus. So it's highly immersive and rich. The sub bass is some of the best in terms of that kind of sub bass rumble, but then maintaining a kind of clean, fast kind of bass response at the same time. It's highly satisfying across the genre range. That bass wave setting on, you know, I've got it there on setting on number 1. Love it. Just love the bass on these. Probably my favourite in terms of that kind of sub bass feel. But then the mids are exceptional. You know, vocalists and instruments sound very rich and natural, particularly vocalists on this pair. But then with the treble, you're getting a great sense of soundstage and space and clarity in the mix there. So things like live recordings sound realistic and lively. Acoustic guitars and other you know, hi-hats, etc. just sound so crisp. I have, like I said, increased the treble just by a little bit on the EQ. So that's given me my sort of V-shaped sound, which I go for. But it's just such an enjoyable sound signature. You've got the dual drivers in there. I did notice that there's no Dynaudio branding on these, like we had on the previous ones, but I can't tell the difference. It doesn't seem like that's impacted the sound negatively. I've got to say the sound signature is one of my favourite in all of True Wireless earbuds, and that's saying something at this price point. So the only other thing to say, guys, is, you know, what if you've got the Buds Pro 2 and you're not sure if it's worth upgrading? I'm not sure it is if you've already got the Buds 2, unless you're absolutely desperate for that kind of slide volume control and a slightly better ANC, but it's not night and day. So it's probably not worth the upgrade, particularly when you bring in the fact that you've got wireless charging missing on this pair, which I think is a reasonable omission based on the price point. But if you're coming in, you know, if you're in that sub 100 market, these are by far the best option. You know, in my experience, we are getting everything you would want in a pair of True Wireless earbuds. They're prioritised again at excellent sound quality. They prioritise that personalisation, that app experience, and of course ANC and transparency. Very good core quality, which you will hear in a minute. But why pay more? I don't see the point in paying more than $100. You know, for if this is what we're getting now, why pay more? You know, and that is how I feel, you know, testing this product. We have now got to a point where the sub 100 range is giving you certainly sound quality as good as anything, certainly under 200. Clearly there's always going to be that upper tier, that sort of S tier, you know, your Denon Pearl Pro, etc. You know, your Bowers and Wilkins and whatever else, you know, in that kind of high range brands. But your B&O, etc. However, you know, it's sub 200. This is it for me. This is probably the best product on the market at this time, and I am going to probably test these against some of the sub 200 options that we looked at in my recent video. But that's it, guys. So, you know, I can't recommend these highly enough. I would try and hold out for some sort of discount on the 99 RRP, but if you're getting them at 99, they're still amazing. Fantastic. These are going to be my daily drivers, absolutely no doubt. You know, the IP55, you know, even that, saying that's going to be great for sort of outdoors and not worrying about this pair getting damaged. We really have got a true all-round product here from OnePlus, pushing the boundaries once again. Obviously never settling, as the brand says, but, you know, in this case I think you can say fair enough. They've done it, you know, they've brought us that kind of complete product. So thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye now. This is a core quality test with the OnePlus Buds 3 in a quiet environment. And this is a core quality test with the OnePlus Buds 3 in a noisy environment.